Okay, so I just got some major confirmation, and so I gotta, document this stuff. Boy, I'm a wild-looking girl. So it had to do with somebody that doesn't like their teeth and the way that they hold their tongue in their mouth. That has a huge thing to do with like the attraction of a woman's face. One time I got drug out for Halloween, and so I wasn't prepared with a costume, and so I just threw on black pants, a black sweatshirt, and then I did like this ninja wrap over my face and grabbed my nunchucks. And I had like really like smoky black eyeliner. It was really like alluring, sultry of a look, as you can imagine with the whole like ninja look. And then I saw there was these girls in the bathroom. They're like, wow, you're pretty. They kept telling me I was pretty. And they were like, well, remove your mouth thing. And then when I removed my mouth thing, they were like, yeah, you're really pretty. So the thing about it is that is the confirmation that this has to do with one of my haters and one of the persons involved in trafficking and one of the persons behind the fraud and the theft and trying to possibly vamping and trying to get me, removed from the planet, has a problem with the way they look. They're the kind that is into doing all kinds of surgery, would even do their eyes if they could. But no, I have videos coming up about how to change your jaw, how to hold your like mouth differently. What the reader just tapped into was that the person was jealous of my teeth. Now I listen to a lot of like Dr. Virtual 7, but like the one video I probably wouldn't listen to is, get perfect teeth, because I don't need them. Not only was I genetically enhanced, but which has to do with early gene therapy programs. I abuse my teeth. I brush them a lot because I like to have clean teeth, and I hate having like film all over my teeth and everything. But I mean, I'll eat candy, drink, smoke cigarettes, go to bed, and I've only had one super small filling in the back of my mouth, and it was just basically because the rich grandparents brought us to the dentist, and so since the dentist knew that they were getting paid by multimillionaires, they they found whatever work they could do, you know what I mean, and did everything the full job. I had like milky caps put in my molars, and then just like one super smallest filling ever. And so anyways, I know when I get these types of videos on my feed that it has to do with somebody that's involved with the hacking, the sabotage of me, on and on. What was the other point that I had to make concerning these freaking weirdos that need to be busted, because they're criminals of the worst kind. They're involved with the most heinous crimes that are going on. And then they commit like federal crimes of cybercrime and other crimes all of the time. That's all they do is commit crimes they need to be rid of. I can't think of... Yeah. But yeah, no, I've got no insecurities about my teeth, the way that I hold my mouth, the way that I hold my jaw. I mean, I got the golden ratio going on with my body. Even if I am left fat, broke, this, that, and the other thing, so that it can't be seen. Oh yeah, that brings me to another point of a situation I called out last night. When that country musician was in the same like vicinity as me, I had over 100 prevented hacks on my device just that night. Yeah, true story. But yeah, and then the other thing that comes up on my feed a lot that I have nothing to do with are fake nails. Now, I'm not going to judge anybody who's got fake nails these days, because it's a huge thing, so a lot of people are just going with the trends. I haven't had my nails done until like 1997, 1998 was when I stopped getting my nails done. It had to do with my career. But I'm not going to judge anyone that gets their nails done or any other fake things put on their face, because I feel like that's been part of the like programs and like disgust of the industry. The other thing is like when I'm constantly having to hear these Botox advertisements. Okay, for one thing, do I look like I need Botox? I'm 46. This is me without makeup on. You should see when I do put it on. I look darn good. But yeah, so it's annoying how I constantly have to listen to those. So yeah, part of these people committing crimes against me are Botox obsessed. I'm not gonna judge you when it gets Botox. I'm just gonna say get out while you're ahead, because they are quite literally putting a biotoxin into your brain. It does have something to do with mind control, but like that's a war weapon that you are getting shot into your cranial area. Think about that for a second. Not only that, it deforms your face forever, and you're gonna look like crap. Yeah. It's screwed up. And when naturopaths give Botox, do illegal Botox parties, and then break HIPAA with your family, yeah. This is just ridiculous. Now, when it comes to something else, another point I wanted to make was when people talk about, people being crazy. You know, the craziest people are? The craziest people are the ones that have the biggest fronts, because they are doing the most disgusting, illegal, sabotaging crimes to people that don't even know who the hell that they are. I don't even know who these people are. You know what I mean? I just only have clues concerning the attacks that happened to me, and concerning like the cyber crimes being obvious, and making connections with that, But no, the craziest people have the biggest fronts, so that you won't think they will, because they've got a super big act, because they have to overact in a whole lot of ways because of what they have to hide. Now, somebody's willing to say this, that, or the other thing, and my situation is crazy. The acts that these people are committing against me are quite literally extremely crazy. What's gone on with my life and hasn't gone on because of the sabotage is beyond crazy. Now, if I'm willing to talk about my true story of what's really happening, it's going to be exposed soon. And there's going to be a whole lot of people in regret that judged me. It's also insane. I can't even get jobs. I know part of that is my life is literally being protected, so that I am not put in harm's way, and I'm not working a public job to where I can just be taken out. Somebody could come up to me, put a gun on my face and pull the trigger, But I mean, it's just unreal. It's just unreal. If you knew my past, what I came from, the kind of person I was going through school, the way I shine, even in college when I was an art student, my director said to me, it's quite rare that I see somebody that's proficient in both 2D and 3D. And you are putting out some of the best projects in the class, with minimal procrastination sort of efforts in all of these different, areas of art. So if you knew what I came from, and knew the fact that I can't even literally get jobs that I got in like middle school, high school, it's just unreal. And it just makes it all more obvious. And like I said, I know part of it is I'm being protected. And I know that these karmics, these thefting, fraudulent clone thievers, that have not only stolen my skills, my essence, my life path, my shine, on and on, they really, really, and even the weirdo, handler hackers, those that took contracts that they failed at to get rid of me, that were on my page. You can go to my earlier videos and you'll see the crazy people's posts. They stopped posting on my videos because they know it was only getting them busted. But they were so mad that I wasn't going to a job where they could predict my path to the job or from the job, so that they could be ready and waiting to take my life, to traffic me, to sell my organs. Oh boy, I can't wait for the whole thing to come out and for me to finally, at almost 50 years old, be able to do what I was meant to do as a child even. I was supposed to be a child star. I am Cinderella. And I'm not lying. I am not conceited. I have no ego. I have been through literal hell. There are very few people on this planet that have been through the same level of extreme day in, day out sabotage, persecution, attacks, spiritual realm and dark spiritual realm working through people sort of attacks. Very, very few. it makes no sense. It doesn't line up. If you saw my records of me going through school and my achievements, and even up until I got so bedriddenly ill that I was fainting on the way to the bathroom, at age 29, and I've said in other videos, I was invited to selective community building, entrepreneurial, very selective clubs. I was told by people I was career advanced. I had a whole lot of, secondary education, and I had started 3 businesses from scratch on my own that were always quite successful overnight. And I have gone to nothing but day in and day out sabotage. Anytime anybody that can make a difference in my life even looks my way, there's nothing but sabotage. And it's going to end. This is literally like every Walt Disney movie that you see, animated, princess story that you see. And I'm not somebody that is conceited. I am very humble. Even though I was selected from the beginning for the projects I was selected for, I am very humble. I've had people that I've walked by on the street that are like street-like people say that, wow, you're pretty, you're awesome, but the thing about you is you're not a snob. That's so rare. So anyways, I'm not saying any of this stuff out of conceit. With the amount of trashing, false defamation, the thing about me not getting jobs is it actually does build my defamation case in a big way. I've never deserved any of this. Nope. I deserve to be medically treated and have my life treated, as importantly as everybody else's life that gets their medical, things treated. And I know why they don't treat it. And I know that doctors that have treated this in the past have lost their lives, So, I get it. But it doesn't make it right. And it's about time that it changes.